Alrighty. Back to it. Find out who is spying on Thelma. How? Why is this circle in the middle of the screen? That wasn't there before, right? I am not sure. I don't think it was there before. I think it's probably stuck from this screen. Well, that's annoying.
I'm Dr. Jonathan
I might have to restart.
new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke
That's annoying as hell.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
Oh my god, that's, yeah. I will have to restart, for sure. But let me finish this conversation first.
How are things here?
Not good.
Let's put a huge red circle in the middle of the screen.
An invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy. Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a
Most
gift
of them.
for recruiting talent.
Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippett. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
Exhausting himself and refuse to stop working. Okay, so I guess they really like each other in general.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you say will be held in confidence.
No, I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Okay. Can I do more about that?
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Why does Dr. Tippett claim you're the main reason he keeps working?
So that's definitely a suggestion thing.
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
That's not what he's suggesting. He's suggesting he is taking your gender into consideration.
Call me if you need assistance.
Alright, so the game saved at least. So I'll restart really quick and see if I can fix this issue. I really wish the game offered the manual saving system, but I guess that's what multiple playthroughs are for. I can see the game doing a lot of why am I out here? Experimentation. Did it not? It clearly saved. It had the icon. Oh, and I don't already know the. Okay. So just put me elsewhere, but I do have the tips anyway. And the circle is still here. Damn you, game. Damn you to hell. Alright, let me be right back. And we're going to sync with Steam because, of course, thankfully, it appears the save files are small. Maybe because I just started the game. And that was instant. Cool. Really? I have 20% of achievements already. That's strange. Yes, I know. Man, there was a really good series with vampires, which I don't remember what it was called. It was with a guy that was met a vampire while some bombs were dropping and he was dying, etc. And then that guy went on to become. He could teleport, I think, through Mobius strip, something like that. It was really weird. But it was really, really good. What the hell was it called? Goddamn memory. So wait, is this outside the... Whoa. Who's that?
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate. It's locked, all right. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
Poof.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others.
Man, we're very imposing.
Pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body.
Yeah, so funny.
Now.
We're laughing now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Harry was the protagonist's name about that book I was talking about. But I would remember, it's not Sheldon. Kellogg. Something like that. I will look it up.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
Shouldn't that be illegal? To be a pawnbroker and a morgue guy? He could be basically lifting things out of people and selling them.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
You sound sketchy.
Do you need medical attention?
I'm feeling all right, doctor. But perhaps it is because I...
It's funny because
to the smell of the dead.
we're going and speaking to everybody and we keep asking everybody, do you need any medical attention?
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really.
The weirdo.
But I'm sure they can be useful.
Ooh, an enigmatic formula. I'll buy that, even though I don't know what it does. Opium. Codeine. Best combo. Let me heal you. Yep. Maybe you need a small injection. One. Should I sell this? I would like to buy a codeine just to have one of its. Maybe I needed to make the painkillers that other guy wanted. Jesus Christ. The game does not shy away from making NPCs you can interact with, that's for sure. Also, someone should clean all this blood. That's not sanitary at all. No wonder people don't get better.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working together.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland.
God damn, we're a
Dr.
tall
Thoreau
guy.
Strickland.
I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
Yeah, you don't look creepy at all.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Flutter is useless. Sure, we'll be the good guy.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
It's interesting that that question had the vampire logo on your choices. I'm not sure why.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental.
Oh yeah, you're not sketchy,
As
no.
long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you...
Seriously, this guy is ringing all the alarm bells. And he has a lot of experience too.
won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
Damn, he has 4.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
You seem quite optimistic. It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True,
A
true.
test from whom?
Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes, maybe.
Ah, a quest line.
I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
Do you want me to play the errand boy for you?
Oh no, Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop...
Oh no, Dr. Reid, but
reputation and
really,
all
yes,
there for a few
that's what I
products
want.
need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time.
Local investigations. A new citizen investigation is available. Okay. Census investigations are displayed here, categorized by districts. You can start a new citizen quest by tracking it with X, then access your map. Okay. I'm already doing something right now though, so you know.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Cool. Cool, but who the hell... Man. It's ridiculous the amount of people you can interact with. And not in a bad way, that's pretty great. You can skip it if you don't want to, or go to something else and come back. It's unusual.
Sir, I'm Dr. Reid. I believe we're going to be colleagues.
Reid, yes, I've been informed about your arrival. I'm Waverly Ackroyd. Welcome aboard, I suppose.
Does my arrival inconvenience you?
I suppose.
In some way, Dr. Ackroyd?
Let us just
So
say that I don't
passive-aggressive.
particularly share Dr. Swansea's enthusiasm for hiring you. What we need here are reliable professionals, not overrated dabblers.
Whoa. Dude, that's rude. You even know us?
If you have a problem with me, Dr. Ackroyd, please feel free to tell me.
Dr. Swansea has imposed your presence on this hospital without asking anyone's advice. The benefit of his position. But I don't agree with it.
I know we've never met before, but I believe this hospital could use all the help it can get. You will agree with that, I'm sure.
Oh, but I have heard about you, Dr. Reid. Of course, you can't say the same about me, since I have not wasted my time courting
Someone's
success.
jealous.
Aren't you too old for such jealousy? It really won't do you any good, you know.
Don't be ridiculous, Dr. Reid. A simple glance is enough for me to know you have nothing for me to envy.
It was pretty cool.
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
Yep. Of course, he might be right as far as the surgery goes, but he's definitely salty.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
I have no idea who this guy is that they are talking about or the relevant facts, so I don't trust your judgment. I just met you. I don't know. This seems like a quest where we haven't gotten the rest of the part, so it's weird that they give me a choice like that. Or at least I feel it's a choice because it has the vampire symbol. This guy also looked very sketchy, but on the other hand, back then everything they did was basically experimental. That's how we got to where we are here. Couldn't even do transfusion without people dying before we learned what is that you need to make a safe transfusion. That's crap, I can't actually make a choice here. I'll put this as the least what's the word? Impactful? Yeah. Because this is, yeah, you're right. This is, well, it's on your head. This is, well, maybe you are a bit conservative.
Other people may say that's too conservative a point of view.
Conservative? And what are you going to say to Mr. Fiddick if he loses his arm because of the operation? Because that's what's going to happen if the surgery is a failure.
You explain to the patient the risks and let them decide. Obviously.
Since your tenure in this hospital is longer than mine, perhaps you can tell me more about this place.
Let's just say I'm tired of the carelessness around me. I have always respected the skills of Dr. Swansea, but over time his enthusiasm has become displaced.
Carelessness?
This guy likes no one.
What are you talking about?
We're here to save lives. The people who trust us are not volunteering for experimentation. They're here to be healed.
I don't intend to run any radical experiments, Doctor. Even if I, as any good practitioner should, express an interest in pushing the boundaries of medical research.
Modern medical methods were created through audacity and ego. But there are rules in our line of work, and they're here to protect our patients.
Disapproves modern medicine methods. Oh wow, sure man. Let's go back to plants, that will help us.
I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money? Fame? Or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
Yeah,
I
this dude
only
is definitely
want you
salty.
to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
Knowledge has always been and will remain our main weapon. And it has always come at a price. And personal initiative.
It is not a question of initiative. It is a question of integrity. These men and women have put their faith in us, Dr. Reid.
Nice. It's good to have some
It seems you have
antagonists.
bad memories of your military
Not everybody should be, oh,
Refuse
you're
to
the
see
famous
this
Dr. Reid,
industrial
etc.
slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd.
On the other hand, war is basically the main impetus for humanity to improve itself as far as technology or knowledge goes. So far, at least.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later.
So she's there. We don't see anyone tracking her. I don't know how to do her quest line. Maybe I can leave it for later. Maybe it will happen organically. Oh, it points me upwards. Where did she go? Oh, there she is. 51 meters upwards. Let's go to the next floor. Now it's in the correct interesting. Okay. Really? We got the hacksaw as a weapon? Able to cut through bone, level 1, 65 damage. It's better damage than what I have. Attack speed for 15, stamina 15. This is more stamina. But it's level 1. Not sure. Oh, it's the guy that is burned. It could be mental. New hint available. Cool. I really like the system they have going. The whole dialogue plus hint system, it seems very nice. I think it's outside, after all. Huh. This is where I want to go to rest. So the rest. I don't want to progress time too much. Especially when I have quests. I'm not sure how the game handles that yet. Alright, let's go out and I guess it would be in one of the neighboring buildings. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is here.
There's one! Die, vermin!
Yeah, I'll pass. Get them fire. You know what? I think I need to put as a second hand that thing. Wait. Yes. Equip. I'm pressing A, nothing's happening. I can't remove it for some reason. I don't know why. Oh. There we go. That works. Vampire Activity Hospital. Suspected to be a real vampire. That would be a nice turn if she was actually a vampire. And we just can't tell. I doubt it, but... Also it's nice that the markers don't actually lead you completely to where the quest is. You need to look around and figure it out. At least on some quest lines. And the rain, nice. Where is the hospital? Yeah. Let's go and speak to her. Or actually, no. Find the local command post. Which is not close. Okay, cool. I wish I could save. I need some blood. Enter at your own risk. Whitechapel Street, District State Sirius. Who the hell is screaming? fucking level 18, what? Nope. I want none of that. Hopefully it doesn't attack me. Oh wow, all these guys are level 11, 12, etc. I don't think I'm supposed to come here yet. Okay. I guess we'll pick another mission. It puts it on local investigation, although I think, yeah, it's over here. Okay, let me try, but something tells me this is not the place for us, definitely. Everyone is so much higher level. Maybe it's a stealth mission. Okay, yep. Nope. We'll come back to this. Let's see. Where is this? Towards the docks. How do I go to the docks? I came here by boat. It's impressive that the game actually lets you go. It started very linear, but I guess that was the tutorial area. Because suddenly it lets you go wherever you want on the map. Level 10. Yeah, definitely need to level up. Alright, you know what? Let's go progress the main story just a bit. Get a couple of abilities that will raise our level 2. And then we'll see.
It's locked.
Yeah, okay. Let's rest, I guess.
This must be the place. It's definitely away from prying eyes. Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own. At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
That's quite a thing to have next to your bed. Alright, craft medicine. You first need to analyze the components you found to unlock new recipes. Click on the to analyze components. Alright, that gave me a serum. Light regeneration serum. Regenerate 300 health points instantly, then 150 health points over 15 seconds. I need sodium hypochlorite solution. Which I need also for treatment for fatigue, anemia, sepsis. Are we actually gonna do doctor stuff? Interesting. Bronchitis, pneumonia, cold. No. Don't have anything.
William Bishop's blood is much more unstable than human blood and shows extensive mutation. But this is not what happened to me. I must keep on searching. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Get some water. Vampires like to be called Deacon. Okay. Cool. Oh, there is some water. Can I fill a vial and give some water to
The flower's dying. It needs water.
video games where you can't do the simple things? Like take the water from here and put it over there. That's not annoying at all. Alright, what shall I get? You will block all your target's blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Blood barrier. You create an invisible barrier absorbing direct damage until it fades or is destroyed. It only lasts 5 seconds, which is not a lot of time. To start with, anyway. You can get it up to 10 seconds. At 600 points too. Oh, this is basically stop. 2 seconds only. But it stops so you can hit it, basically. I think I'll take this one. And maybe that one next time. We'll wait until the rest. Oh, science. Hello. +1 syringes, +10% bullets. Meh. Tactical. Spring. 20 damage. You perform a supernatural move to your target and cause damage upon landing. That is cool. Just for role-playing purposes. Invisible. Invisible and trained stamina. This is very Deus Ex. Oh man, both of those are good. I want both of these. We'll take the visibility. It's probably gonna be more useful, but I'll take the other thing afterwards. Man, so many good skills. Maybe that means I can bypass the other people that were higher level now.
If I'm to stay here until my research is complete, I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
Okay. So I don't think we fail quests by changing chapters, so that's nice. Get a grip. What do you want?
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
Wow, that
You've
was
been away too long, Doctor.
not what I
With the war
meant to
and
say.
now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
I really like that they actually do make you do a lot of medical stuff because you are a doctor. It's not just a, oh yeah, you're totally a doctor. It plays a big role in the game. Can I still not put any water to the flower? Nope. I guess you can die, flower. No one has time for you.
Dying. It needs water.
Okay. How do I change my powers? Now I have 4 powers, right? How do I... Oh, zooming out, okay. How do I use them? Oh, there we go. They put the next ones on trigger. Left trigger and right trigger. I will have to choose later on, I guess. Okay. You can only have up to 4. Can I speak to anyone?
Not now.
Okay.
I cannot enter.
Let's speak to the guy that's burning first, since I got something about him.
Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reid.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How close are you to Miss Hallcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful.
That's kinda dark.
Living proof that there's hope for me.
I guess you can take hope wherever you want, but...
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world.